Hello. In day 6, we are going to learn the commands like import cat, import JPG, and then tags. Let's learn these things in the SketchUp now. Before going to import any AutoCAD plan into SketchUp, first you have to read the AutoCAD file, which one you want to import. That is nothing but what is the plot area and the unit, and then just read it whether it is 1 BHK, 2 BHK, or how many floors we have, do we have the elevation or not. If you don't have the elevation details, then you just confirm with the client then what is the floor to floor height, and then what is the plinth height. If he don't give, then you just go with the standard parameters. The next here we have a ground floor plan and then first floor plan, and this is the east facing plan I have, that is about 38 feet by 39 feet. Let's import this one. Before that, make sure you keep this plan very near to the origin, and then check the unit by typing U and enter, architectural and then inches and OK. So here again you just use the distance command to check the distance, that is wall thickness or any room size. Confirm the unit, and then next go to the new application toolbar, save as, go to the desktop, and then 40 by 40 east facing first floor and the ground floor plan you can say, or else you can give any name, that is CAD to SketchUp project. Next, make sure whatever the version you are using in the AutoCAD, that should be lower than the SketchUp. Then here we have a 18 version, and then save it. Next, in the SketchUp, I am selecting the same template. For that, clicking on the file and new from the template option. The plan is in feet and inch, that's why select the architectural inch template. Click on no option. Next, you will get a new template. Delete him. If you want to import the same AutoCAD plan, then you go to the file option and then click on the import option. Before that, let's learn the layer creation, that is tag, which is there in the default tray option. Just after the scene option, we have the tag symbol. We have a by default and tag name layer here. In order to create the multiple layers, just like AutoCAD, we have a add tag, that is nothing but add layer. Click on the plus sign and then you can say wall. Rather than giving simple wall, I just say SketchUp wall, because we may have the same name when we import the AutoCAD plan. That's why I am giving the name, that is SketchUp wall. Next, create the new layer and then you can say floor or else SketchUp floor, like this. Create one more layer and you can say SketchUp slab. Create one more layer and you can say furnitures, that is SketchUp furnitures, like this. So once you ready with the layers, now I just start doing the work. I take a rectangle and then I just draw the room, that is about 10 feet by 10 feet, 10 feet comma 10 feet, and enter. Then next, use the offset command. For that, press F and then give the wall thickness about 9 inch, like this, and then delete this, or else you can keep if you want. Then I push it about 10 feet. So once I done with the wall part, I just select this and right click and make sure you are adding that one into group. After this, I want to add this portion to the SketchUp wall. So in the tag option, there is no option to add this wall portion to the particular layer. For that, we have to go with the entity information. You can see here we have a tag option, that is untag. Just select it and then go to the tag option and then you have to select the SketchUp wall. When you create the number of layers in the tag option, then only you will get the same options in the tag in the entity information. So I added this one into the SketchUp wall, and then I draw the floor. For that, I just take a rectangle and then I draw the floor from first corner to second corner. Give the thickness about 6 inch and 4 inch, whatever it may be. 4 inch, enter. After that, you triple click and make a group, and this one I want to add it into the SketchUp floor. For that, again I am going to the entity information and adding that into the SketchUp floor. Like this way, I just continue the layer creation till the completion of the model. For the slab, I just draw the slab that is about 6 inch, and once you done, make a group and select this and go to the entity information and then add this into the SketchUp slab. And then here we are getting the colors. If you want to change the color of the layer, you just click on that color option and you can change it. Next, now I can't able to see the colors what I have here. To make it visible, you go to the detail option and then you can say, here you just say color by tag, then only we get the particular colors to the particular layer portion. I just want to remove this. For that, again I am clicking on the color option. You can hide it and unhide it. For that, I am just using these eye symbols. If I want to hide the wall, then I can hide it like this. So this is how we can manage our work while creating the model. Again, you can unhide it by clicking on the eye symbol. Let's work out with the project now. I already created the number of layers. As you already know, I saved the project on the desktop. I just want to import that. For that, click on the file option and here we have a import, and then go to the particular location where you have saved the project. So here you can see I saved CAD to SketchUp. Make sure you have the particular file format that is all supported, or else you can go with the AutoCAD file. Then only you will get the particular file format here and then import it. So once you click on the import option, you will get the import results, that is how many layers we have in the AutoCAD, how many blocks we have, like that. No need to do any changes, you just say close. Just have a look on the layers. We have the SketchUp layer only. Once I hit on close, I get the extra 3 layers of the AutoCAD. Close it. Here you can see we get the layers, that is A furniture, like that. I just start doing the work. For this, you can go with the line command or rectangle command, which one you feel comfortable. Now I just take the rectangle command and I just start doing the work. You can start it from the any one of the corner, that is the first corner and second corner. Once you done, then you can push it about 10 feet and then orbit it. By using control and then push, you can add the segment and then adding it here. Once you done the wall, then don't forget to add that into the group. I am just leaving the window portion, developing the wall portion only. Track this and convert this into group. Continue the same process till the completion of the wall portion. Make a group. Even you can copy the same box and then place it here. Again, continuing the same process, pasting it here. You can go inside the group and then push it. That is also fine, or else you can use the scale option to expand it in a particular direction, like this way. In between, don't forget to save this. Then go to the file and then save as option. Go to the desktop and you can say SketchUp project. Save it in .skp format and save it. Taking rectangle again and then developing the model. Even you can use the plugin that we can learn in the next future session, so that you can increase the modeling speed. There are so many views to create the wall. You can go with the any other method, which method you practice, or with method you feel free. Just going inside and then pushing it back, and one more is If client requirement is only to develop the exterior model or only he need the exterior elevation, then no need to develop the internal portion of the project. Just concentrate on the exterior portion of the project and develop it. So here we have a window. I'm just doing it Ctrl Z. Make a group and then I'm using scale here. Press middle button and then scale up it. Going inside the group and then pushing it by adding the segment. You can add it like this. So once you complete, you just select all the wall portion and then add it into the particular SketchUp wall layer. First corner, second corner. Even you can go with the rectangle. Make a group and scale up this to reduce the width. Again copy it and scale up it to reduce the width. Like this way you can complete. Now I just select the wall portion by pressing Ctrl. Like this. So once you select the wall portion, I just want to add this all the portion into the SketchUp wall. For that, go to the entity information. In the tag option, we have to click on the SketchUp wall and make sure whether these parts are added into the layer or not by clicking on the eye symbol here. It means that we added. Next is window portion. According to the elevation detail, you can give the sill height and just have a look which room it is. This is living room. For that, I am giving 1 feet 6 inch or 2 feet 6 inch. Depend what type of window and what is the basic requirement of the client, like that. Rectangle about 3 feet. That is till the sill level, lintel level. We can develop all the things and just copy the same thing here and scale up it. Copy this and then scale up this. So if it is other room, then you just add the one more 1 feet or 1 feet 6 inch sill level. This is also window, rectangle. Develop the sill and then lintel projection. This is about 1 feet 6 inch. So once you done, add that into the group and copy it, or else you can take the new rectangle and then push it about 3 feet. Make a group. For the remaining windows, you just copy and then paste it. So here we have a kitchen. For that, I am just copying this window portion and raising the sill height to the one more 1 feet 6 inch option. So that sill level we can give 4 feet. So like this way you can develop the model by using the draw and then modify tools. So when we have a JPG, let's learn how to import the JPG. Now let's learn how to import the JPG format into the SketchUp to develop the 3D model. So when you get a PDF format from the client, then it's better to go always with the DWG file. So if it is not, then you can import the JPG format. Open that PDF and then convert that into JPG. Now I just want to import that. For that, clicking on the file option and click on the import. Go to the location where you have saved. Then if you don't find the particular JPG, then make sure you have the JPG format here, or else you go with the all supported file and then scroll it down and then select the particular JPG format which one you want to import it. So now it is asking first point of the image. click the first point and then second point of the image. Now as this is an image, we can't give the dimension. I'm just clicking it roughly and then go to the top option. So you can zoom. You can take any dimension which is properly visible. So this is about 12 feet. Okay, so I just draw the line. As it is an image, we can't do accurately, but we can go with the nearest. This is a line like this. Next, I just want to measure the line or distance between the two lines. For that, go to the dimension option, click the first and second corner. So this is now 8 feet something, but I want to scale up this which equal to the 12 feet. For that, you can go with the tape measure tool and then click the first point. Before going to click the second point, press Ctrl and then click the second point. Now in the measurement we have the length, that is 8 feet. You have to type the new length which amount you want to change, that is 12 feet, and enter. So when we say enter, it should ask, do you want to resize the model? Then we have to say yes for that, so that we resize the imported image to the required length. Let's check this. For that, I am just using the dimension and click the first point and second point, then it will be 12 feet. In the same way, you just develop the model by using the rectangle. Just draw first corner, second corner, and then push it about 10 feet. Just continue the same process what we have done for the DWG import process, like this way. In the next video, we continue the other commands. Thank you.